Hello and welcome to the first ever Clean Sheets Dirty Laundry podcast.
Welcome.
Well, it's not the first really, it's about this 18th.
94th, but we'll call them pilots.
Yeah, pilots. So this is the official one. It's just a podcast about goalkeeping, what's going on in the goalkeeping world, transfers, speculations, anything else, and a bit of a laugh really. So I'm Gary from NWP Gloves, and he's Ryan from Reflex Academy.
Ryan? Who's Ryan?
Ryan, sorry, I don't know. He's the one I do the other podcast with. Craig, sorry.
I'm also Craig.
I don't know who Ryan is.
Who's Ryan?
I don't know. What have you been up to? It's New Year. What have you been up to?
New Year, same old me.
Christmas.
Pretty chill one. Bit of coaching involved. I've got a lad who's at United currently, under 14. Really good to be fair. He's just coming. He's quite new.
He's at United now.
At United now, yeah. So they've got him over from Spain. They brought him over from Spain, signed him from the team in Spain. He's 6'2". Is he? 14.
How big is his mum?
5 foot nothing. So there was that theory. So I'm working with him. He's quality, to be fair. It's funny because you see what they look for, what they don't look for more so, and I think there's a lot of things in him where you might look and go, but also you can see his quality, you can see why they've signed him, and I think his attitude is incredible. He's got lots of talents of ability.
So what do they do then? They fetched him over from Spain. Do they kit him out with everything then? Depends
on the deal. I mean, listen, I had this conversation yesterday with a lad who's kind of got into United. Well, went on trial at United. He will say himself that he was better than what was there. I didn't see it, so it's not my opinion, that's his opinion. But sometimes you're up against kids that have been brought over, given houses, given cars. I mean, this is...
So you're going to lean more to what their investment.
It is what it is. I think it's rightfully so. If you invest in something, you know yourself to protect it. But so I mean, this lad, I don't know his deal, I don't know what's been brought over on, and I can't speak on that. But I'd assume that obviously he'd have a reason to be here.
I mean, if he's under 17s, obviously his parents have got to come, and he's...
So his family will be here, but he's a real deal, to be fair. For his age, his attitude, and what he can do for 14, and his physique.
And you've been training him, have you?
Yeah. Luckily for him.
That's right. I've been went out this weekend, obviously with the gloves, NWP. I go out, instead of giving them to professionals who can afford the goalkeeping gloves. I go out and
give them to me
and give them to to goalkeepers who need gloves. You know, walk around the Sunday League, spot some with some rough gloves and that. So went out this weekend. It's a bit cold. He pulls on the car park. So I start to live on TikTok to say like, I'm out. Like if you're in about, like, give me a shout. And I'll say hello and all that. And just showing him the pitch. It's cold. And then somebody popped in the live and he said, I think I just seen you. So I was like, all right, like ignored it. Can I have some gloves? I was like, ignored it. So he's like, I must have said, I'm at Withenshaw today. Like, so he's like, I'm at Withenshaw. Like, I'm sure I've just seen you. Like, can I have some gloves?
Yeah.
So I was like, no way, you're at Withenshaw. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm near you now. So I went, are you the kid with the pink boots on? Like, I can see, like, just outside the car. He's like stood on, looking at his phone like that. Yeah, that's me. So I said, what colour? What boots are they then? The Nike. Oh, the Nike. Yeah, fair enough. So no, I'll come up and have a chat with you. So I walk out. This kid's about 12, 13, stood on his own in the car park on his own. And I walk up. I went, are you? I think his name was McQuill or something like that. I went, you McQuill? He went, what? It's just my phone. I'm just my phone. I went, oh no, you're not McQuill. No. I went, are you a goalkeeper? He went, no. The game's off. I went, all right, no problem. Got back in the car, started the car up, quick go.
Before you got arrested.
Yeah. It's like I had a GoPro on my chest and all that. I was like, oh, wow. So that was the week. But I went back when the police had gone, and I had to walk round and I found a GK that needed gloves, so we sorted him out. So check on the socials, and we'll stick on TikTok. It'll be mostly to see how that went out. But so it's January now, isn't it?
Unfortunately,
everyone's had Christmas. Everyone's had transfer windows open. Mm-hmm. So we've got a bit of speculation, haven't we?
A lot of speculation.
Where should we go first? Should we go Newcastle?
Let's go Newcastle.
Newcastle. Pope's injured, dislocated his shoulder, out for 12 weeks from now, I think. So that's
ish,
till March
3-4
time.
months, yeah.
Right. So before we get into the transfer, is that him for the summer then? It's Euros this summer, isn't it?
I mean, he's obviously saying he's hopeful of coming back into the fold before the Euros. I mean, listen, let's be honest. Pope wasn't in the fold anyway. No, in terms of his form, he definitely should have been. But Southgate's not put him in the squad this season. Should I say?
No, he's not.
He's not been in the England squad this season.
He's better than that. Is it Johnson?
I like Johnson. I think it's quality.
No, I'm not saying he's not a bad player, but the way he's been performing.
To be fair, in form wise, I don't think anyone's better than him in a minute. Well, no, a minute, but until he got injured, I think form wise, Pickford's been doing well. To be fair, but I don't think anybody's been performing as consistently as Pope has. But obviously, we know Southgate. We know that obviously he's got his people, playing or not, he'll play Harry Maguire regardless. He'll bring Calvin Phillips in the squad regardless. So I think Pickford's his keeper, and also he's not really, as I say, no matter how Pope's been playing, he's picked Henderson, he's picked Johnston, he's picked
Who?
Who's the other one? Ramsdale, obviously. He's picked those 4 anyway. So I mean, I don't know if Pope's in the squad. Does he play?
No, I think Pickford plays, doesn't he? As long as there's no injury, Pickford plays, no matter what.
Doesn't really matter, doesn't it? In the nicest possible words, Pope, I mean, I think he's done so much this year to prove himself, and he's never got in the squad.
No.
So
he's just got to keep going then, hasn't he? So he doesn't come out 3 months. 3 months is a long time, isn't it? Especially if you're pushing for the Champions League again. Just to be out there. Do they go for another keeper?
What do you think?
No, I don't think they will. No, I think Dubravka. How do you say his name?
Dubravka. Yeah,
he's getting a little bit better every week, isn't he?
I love him. When they signed him, I would have had United if De Gea would. But he was so good these first couple of seasons.
Where did he come from?
No idea. Couldn't say that. Somewhere in there. I ain't got a clue. But when they signed him, he was incredible. I remember looking, thinking, "Who's this guy? Where's he come from? And why is at the time, obviously, Newcastle weren't doing very well. Why is he not a big club?" I can see his limitations. I can understand why, maybe instant distribution, etc. But he's not. I don't think he's poor with his feet. I just think he's bang average, I'd say.
Yeah.
But he's a top keeper, and this idea that, I mean, even when they brought Pope in ahead of him, I was surprised. Yeah. Fair play to Pope. He's done very, very well since coming to Newcastle. I think he's improved loads. But I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, if you had certain people who could come in, you might change him for a top keeper.
Yeah.
I.e. the De Gea rumour. But I don't understand.
That's not going to happen.
No, I don't think. No, don't think so.
Is
You're asking me for. What do I know? But yeah, Dubravka, I like him. I don't think.
So there's no need to sell anybody, is he?
From my point of view, there was never any need. But obviously, why did Eddie Howe bring in a new keeper anyway? He obviously didn't trust him. Yeah. So from a Newcastle point of view, you might have a manager who goes, "I don't really rate this guy."
Or is it the Saudis want to put a bit of an English stamp? You know, like try and get as many English players as they can in.
Possibly.
Maybe. I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
But Ramsdale's going to be at Arsenal by the end of this, isn't he?
You reckon?
Definitely.
Why?
Played in the FA Cup, played well. He's not worse, is he?
From his point of view, though, if you were him, would you stay?
He played in the FA Cup the other day, didn't he? He did well. Maybe there's the signs. I mean, you don't know what they're saying to him behind the scenes because they just need to get to the end of January, get to the 1st of February or whatever it is. He's still here, then they'll sort it out in the summer. He's on loan still, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously it's a loan where I think it's a financial fair play loan. I don't think it's a loan loan.
Yeah, it's just ticking all the boxes, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I just can't see him moving. I can't see him, I don't think Newcastle desperately need a keeper at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're going to push the boat out. They're not going to spend, because he went to Arsenal for 35 million.
Rare, yeah.
So he's going to be, what, for 45 they're going to want, aren't they? Sure.
I'd say minimum, yeah.
At least.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I can't see him, not that they haven't got the money in Newcastle, but I mean, I can't see him splurging that just for a 3-month period. For a temp.
No, I mean, this is the thing, and this is why I think keepers getting put off Gunner anyway, because they know that realistically, i.e. we look at someone like De Gea, who potentially may have gone there, what's in the papers, is he going to go there at his level? with his experience and his quality, with no guarantees of first-team football next season.
That's it, exactly. So Ramsdale could be in the same position this time next year.
Yeah.
Or, do you know what I mean, this time in May.
But there's Chelsea. I think Chelsea are screaming for a goal.
Do you reckon? Do you think Sanchez is...
In my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of Sanchez. Obviously, listen to Premier League goalkeeper, he's quality, have to be. But when you're looking at a team like Chelsea, I don't think he ticks enough boxes for me as a goalkeeper to say he's top level. Could you put him in the same bracket as an Edison and Alisson?
No.
Definitely not. Could you then put him in the same bracket as a Ramsdale?
I think he's potentially, yes.
Really?
No, but I mean, like, end of this season, maybe next season. I mean, he could get to. I think he can get to it.
When I first saw him, I was. What's a good way of putting it? I questioned a few aspects of his game, and I was actually surprised. Because obviously, I initially couldn't even get in at Brighton.
Yeah.
So to then get a move at a club where you were struggling, which happens obviously, we know that, but to get a move and go to Chelsea and then be number one there.
Yeah.
Listen, he's not been terrible, but I just don't think he doesn't scream. It doesn't make me confident when I watch him. He doesn't save things that you maybe think I bet a high level goalkeeper would save, and a Chelsea keeper would save.
He's no, like I say, he's no Petr Cech, is he?
No, by no stretch of imagination. So,
like I say, could he get there? But Chelsea, the top teams like that, well, Chelsea are not at the minute, aren't they? So I suppose he's at his level, where they're at.
Yeah.
But like I say, the Liverpools, Cities, Uniteds, they all need that. Like I say, Petr Cech, fucking De Gea, them players.
You can't win. You cannot win a Premier League without a top level goalkeeper.
Compete.
It's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's overlooked, but if you look at the teams throughout history, look at the keepers who have been in goal when teams have won leagues, Champions Leagues. You're never going to find a team that's won the Champions League or League with a poor goalkeeper. Doesn't happen.
So does he come back then at the end of the season? Azerbaijaga or whatever his name is.
That is one of the weirdest moves. Why you get rid of your number one?
Yeah.
Send him to.
Didn't want to be there, did he?
Well, no, clearly not. But he's done. How have you angled that move? Yeah. How do you're number one? Well, you're going to be number one. You've got back into the team the previous season. You performed well to an extent. You've proven a point. I.e., you're written off by the club, by the fans, by everyone else, and you come back in to know this is what I can do when it pressure's off. You then get your shirt back, and at the end of the season say, "I'm now going to go to Real Madrid." And who at Chelsea said, "Yeah, okay, off you go." I don't get that.
Yeah. Or do Real Madrid come whisper in your ear, and he moves Everton, whatever you got to do, I'm going. Or I'm not playing. Because you know what his attitude with it in the final when he won't come off.
Yeah.
So if he wants to go somewhere, he's going to kick his...
But regardless of anything, you can, as a player, you can... Well, you can. I mean, probably not advisable, but you can say what you want and you can push what you want. But to get it, it's that sort of player power is very, very dangerous within a club. If you can go to the board or gaffer and say, "Listen, I'm out of it," and they go, "Yeah, okay, off you go." Yeah. Then that's a big issue because how many players going to follow
like that?
Yeah, I just think for him it's a strange. No, it's not strange for him in terms of he's gone to a bigger club and a club where pretty potential playing.
Yeah.
But I just think on the whole it's such a weird move when you've got your shirt back as a number one. Realistically, when Courtois back, you ain't going to be playing number one at Real Madrid.
No.
Can you then come back to Chelsea and be number one after if you've angled for that move? Where do you go next? You might have you've got a season at Madrid. After that, what do you do?
Yeah, no.
Because if I'm the gaffer at Chelsea and I've got a keeper who's forced to move, if he did force to move, obviously he comes back. Yeah, I'm not putting him back in my team.
No, we're nowhere near the first team.
No.
Yeah.
So
definitely not. All right, so that's that Chelsea sorted.
But yeah, Ramsdale, as I say, I think he must be absolutely spewing his socks off inside. He will want to go. He will want to go. There's no way. He'll sat there for the first month or two and going, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah. If this guy doesn't do well, I hope he'll get
back himself when he surely.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So he should.
Yeah.
But Raya's made arguably 3-4 mistakes or the situation may could have done better, let's say.
Yeah.
And obviously he's been stuck with, which fair play to the gaffer for sticking with him. But from Ramsdale's point of view, that's an indication that okay, no matter what this guy does,
I'm not getting in.
I'm not getting in.
Yeah. Unless his arm falls off and then
he'll probably still play.
So Onana's, what's he done now? He's going. No, he's not going, is he? He's playing against Spurs, and then he's going to
the next day, isn't he?
Yeah. But no, there's something. He's not playing that.
Oh, is he not?
No.
He's
not. He's missing the first game.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So that's a shame.
Yeah. Oh, come on. GK Union and all that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For the rest of the goalkeepers watching it.
They say that he is a quality keeper. It's not working out at the minute, is it? But when you are a top keeper or a top player, in whatever position, you can do it, can't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe you have a couple of weeks off, you can do it. It's not constantly. So that the lad at Spurs, I know it's different and different setups and different scenarios and different people and different lives, but he just seems to fit straight in Spurs. He's looks like he's been there his whole life, and he's unbelievable. He's
class.
Brilliant, top keepers in the Premiership at the minute,
class.
without a doubt. So what's happening with Onana?
Obviously, I can only talk of theoretically, but I think he's gone there probably off the back of definitely off the back of a very good season. He's achieved more than he's ever achieved within at least club setting.
Yeah.
He's obviously high in confidence, and I think that can be a good thing if your management of expectation is right. But I think he's probably gone to Man United thinking, I am top dog, and I'll walk this. Yeah. I'll prove to everyone how good I am, which is the right thing to think in terms of proving a point.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to buy it in a complete wrong way mentally. I think that he's only put more pressure on himself by the way he approached the situation.
Yeah.
Coming out after the first game, doing interviews, and if that's your character, it's fine. But it's a whole nother environment, and I think the intensity, like most players and most goalkeepers, they come into the Premier League and you've got to adapt. There's no league like it in the world.
Yeah,
the speed, the speed,
strength,
the physicality is a whole. And I think, listen, we talk about his distribution, which is fine, and his distribution is technically decent. His decision making is questionable, but when you're playing in Italy, it's probably, with respect, one of the slowest leagues there is. It's tactical. It's very, very tactical. It's way less physical, way less direct. You have time on the ball.
Yeah.
So as a goalkeeper, you're not worried about being pressured. You can pick your pass, and if you're technically good, and you can pick a pass, then it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. So technically, he's very, very good. But you go and watch the other day. We played. Was it Liverpool we played the other day? I can't remember playing, but we.
Forest, right?
No. It's a few games back, but literally they just pressed and he's kicking balls off the pitch time and time again.
Yeah.
Time and time again. We're talking about one of the best distributors in the game. As a goalkeeper.
I don't see it.
But it's a different ball game when you're under pressure and you've got to pick the passes. It's a different ball game when teams set up knowing exactly what you're going to do. So the passes you want to pick out there.
Yeah.
And the thing with Onana is, this problem that he's got is, from my point of view, what's the first thing he does when he receives a pass? Slows everything down.
Yeah.
Puts his foot on the ball, rolls it, and wants to have a look up. You haven't got that time in the Premier League.
You see it, boom, get it.
You have to know where the pass is going before you receive it.
Yeah. Yeah,
you've got to do it in minimum 2 touches, because if you have a touch and roll your foot and wait for the other team to set up, all your options are gone.
Yeah.
And if you look at his long passing game, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. His ratio of accuracy and success in long range passes, i.e., not into centre backs and midfielders, is absolutely awful.
Right.
So for someone that you've bought in to do that job,
and he
ain't doing it. And I think, and alongside that, I think that obviously, listen, no matter where you go, if you make a mistake in your first couple of games as a goalkeeper,
it's a hard job, isn't it?
Yeah. So
first impressions are lasting impressions, aren't they? But I thought Dean Henderson was going to do it. You know.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I think he didn't go on his rant at Nottingham Forest and
just towed the line.
Yeah, he'd be in. Yeah. I think when De Gea would have gone, I think he'd have been in. But
kicking, but he has a lot of injuries as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And that's obviously a big thing for consistency. Look at De Gea; he never had an injury.
No.
There was a game when he played injured, but there's never a game when he missed a game. Yeah.
Sheffield United are supposed to be looking at Kasper Schmeichel.
Great move if they can get him.
Yeah, could be a little bit expensive, I think. But that Frodrum, whatever his name is.
Do we have to do this right now?
Every single time I can't talk about it. You love him, I know you do. You look at all the performance sheets. He's up there.
He's not.
Fair enough. That's what it says, saving percentages. But
no, listen,
it's other things, isn't it?
Listen, again, he's in the Premier League.
Listen, he's unbelievable. Whatever keeper we talk about, they're unbelievable.
They are of a level. You cannot get to the Premier League without being a very, very good goalkeeper.
Yeah. So you really like him, Frodrum?
No, I respect the fact that he's a quality goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And he makes some good saves, to be fair. And I think recently his film's improved. I mean, the first few games of the season, I was just like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
But listen, I think you coming into the Prem, it's always going to be an ask for anybody. That's not done it before.
Kasper Schmeichel's a step up, isn't he? He's got the experience. He knows what he's doing. He can organise the back four.
Do you know what's funny? If you'd asked me this question when I was 9 years old, I'd have said the same thing. Kasper Schmeichel, what was he, 21 maybe, coming through at Man City, ahead of Joe Hart.
Yeah.
And I was baffled. I'd played against Joe Hart, I'd seen Joe Hart, and everyone knew of Joe Hart within the game at that point. He was the top guy. And then obviously, you know Schmeichel because of who his dad is.
Yeah.
And I played against Schmeichel as a kid. I played against him throughout the academy, I played against him in the reserves. And I was just like, how? How is this guy getting in ahead of Joe Hart?
Right.
But fast forward now, quality goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Listen, he's been afforded time that I think most wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I think if you go into Man City's first team, he was in there for a small handful of games and got took out and got set on loan. But
he's gone everywhere. He's gone out on loans.
Yeah, and he's been given the time that I think a lot wouldn't have done to build his game. Yeah. But massive fair play to him because he's become a top goalkeeper in that process. So yeah, I think bringing Schmeichel is a step up 100%. The experience he brings, he won the Premier League.
Yeah, it's no brainer, is it?
No,
get him in. Get him in. But talking to Joe Hart, that is at Celtic. There's whispers of him going for somebody else or wanting another keeper.
Yeah.
But Brendan Rodgers has come out this week and says basically they're not going to do it in January. We'll do it in the summer.
Yeah.
There's other places they need to improve at the minute.
Yeah.
They might do it in the summer. If they do, they hope he stays. But if he doesn't, then they understand because his family's down south.
Yeah.
Where's his level? Where's he go from Celtic? Because obviously he must be going in the summer.
Good question. I think where do you go? I mean, maybe you look at a club coming up from Championship into the Prem at best. I think if you're gonna, is he going to stay in the Premier League? I think that's the only way he does it. I think at this stage of his career, it's going to have to be a move where somebody's coming up and they want an experienced goalkeeper. But apart from that, he's going to be.
He's been there. He's done everything.
Yeah, it's going to be
in the world for 45 minutes against Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? He's good. He's got a good career. He's had a brilliant career out of it. He's got England caps. He's got trophies.
He's going to be a Saudi. It's going to be a
Get
Saudi.
Some sand between them toes. 100%. Saudi Arabia or America.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Listen, he's got nothing to prove. The guy. He was for a decade incredible.
Yeah,
and. Well, I think it just shows the impact of confidence on somebody. The decline of his career.
Like I say, as soon as Pep came in, boom, see you, mate.
But then it's like he couldn't recover from it.
No. It sort of tarnished him from it with everybody, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange one. I think obviously the loan move was mad. I didn't understand that at all. The Torino move was crazy. I think when you go out away from the Prem and your eyes are off you, unless you need the attention off, which you didn't need at the time, I think it's a weird move. And then obviously you got the Burnleys, and I just think he made mad moves because he was going to places that were, you'd say, were less than his ability, and wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, well, why is he not playing? He's at Burnley. Oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, he's gone to Burnley with a crop of brilliant goalkeepers at the time, unfortunately for him. But at the same time, it's just like, I just think he made really questionable moves that didn't get him back in the rhythm of playing or in the limelight.
Right. And we did talk about the best goalkeepers in the world then, or he was for 45 minutes against Barcelona. What's his name? Is he Italian? Donnarumma.
Italian, yeah.
His agents come out this week and said that he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Interesting.
What do you reckon? The best keeper?
How much have you watched of him?
None at all. He plays in France.
Yeah.
Farmers League. He's played.
To be fair,
22 games.
Yeah.
Conceded 20 goals.
Wow.
That's not good, is it?
He's a top keeper. Is he the best in the world? I think.
Best penalty saver.
On the world stage, he's young still by goalkeeping standards, and he looks composed all the time. He plays the game with ease. He's very positional sense is good. He's up there.
Without a doubt, he's in the top 5.
Yeah,
definitely easy.
I think until, and I say this all the time, I think Onana is a great example. Until you go and play in the best league in the world, are you a top goalkeeper? And this is the argument, and this is a conversation I had the other day with another Premier League goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. Everyone talks about Manuel Neuer as the best in the world or has been the best in the world. I am never having that.
I am.
That's fine. Go on. Why?
Just think he's unbelievable.
At what?
Distribution, saving it.
I agree.
That's all you need in a keeper, isn't it? Saving it, kicking it.
Yeah, literally. That's all we are. Job done. Distribution, probably not as good as many think. Sweeper keeper. What he does in Germany would never ever work in the Prem.
Do you reckon?
Not in a million years. Speed of the game way too fast. He get caught out of position so many times. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He couldn't. He could sweep definitely. He couldn't play that high though. Not in a million years.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I say it. Is he an incredible shot stopper? Yes, he definitely is.
Yeah.
Is he good technically? No, he's definitely not. But now with Schmeichel. Yeah. Schmeichel was good at what he
all
did.
the time, didn't he?
Schmeichel was Schmeichel was incredible, but he made his own style of goalkeeping.
Yeah.
So technically, for what he did, he was brilliant. But there's so many gaps in those games. It's incredible. Now, my thing with Neuer is the frequency of mistakes. This is what gets me, right? Yes, he makes incredible saves. So does Fodengram at times. But what Neuer does is make such a high frequency of mistakes. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So you're playing in a team that are going to probably score 3 or 4 goals every game in that league. They're going to win everything anyway.
Yeah.
So if you make a mistake in a game, but your team's on 4-1 or 4-2, no one cares.
No.
It's not highlighted.
Yeah.
It's not highlighted.
No.
And they win, especially while he's been in that team, they've won a lot more than they've lost.
Yeah.
He's a top keeper, but you can't tell me he's best in the world.
Because, no, he's definitely not now.
Because even when he was at his peak, no chance. Because he makes so many mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it wrong, he is up there. But if you put him in the Premier League, you put Man City, and he's making that level of mistakes, he ain't staying in that team for long.
No.
Pep's not having that.
No.
It's one of them. He's in a team where you don't notice the errors that he makes, and there is a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, top goalkeeper, yes, but I think you have to come. So, in Donnarumma's sense, I think. Listen, he's still very, very young. He's achieved so much for the age he's at. He's a top goalkeeper, but come to the Premier League, so you can do that. And then we can turn around and say he's
play for Sheffield United.
Yeah, come and chat to our ways.
Right, so there's been I don't know if you've seen it. Arbroath, goalkeeper for Arbroath, subkeeper for Arbroath, gets put on up front.
Yeah,
scores a 35-yard. Well, it says 35-yard. First time I read it, it was 10 yards, and every time I read it, it gets 5 yards further back. It's 35-yard screamer. He's got goal of the month for Scotland.
What league's this?
No, Arbroath. It's like Championship of Scotland, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like the Scottish beat Celtic, whoever plays for Celtic nowadays. Jock McTaggart scores a goal. So he scores. That's it. Have you ever? Because we're all frustrated strikers as well, aren't we? Keepers to a certain extent. Have you ever played a different?
Yeah, I always played for 2 teams as a kid.
Yeah.
So I played right wing, and I played in goal all the time. Like throughout being 8 to probably 14ish before I went to an academy. So I was just a street footballer. I had such good feet. I was fast anyway. I had amazing feet. Couldn't finish. Couldn't cross. Could barely pass. But I could beat 12 players and just do what I wanted. Yeah. So basically a better version of Anthony.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was always going to be a goalkeeper. I knew no matter what I was doing, I loved playing in goal. Like, nothing would take me away from that. But I just loved also doing a step over and a Maradona and then giving.
Oh right, so that's why you occasionally go for a bit of a wonder.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Transferable skills in life.
Have you ever played you outfield when you've been at a club as a keeper?
No, when I was at Crewe, I've never been so scared in my life. We had a reserve game, and I was on the bench for it. And Dario turns around to me and goes, turns to Steve and says, "Can you play outfield?" So I'm literally sat here, Steve and Dario a yard in front of me, so I'm hearing the whole conversation, right? So I'm just sat there listening. It's about 15 minutes to go. I'm freezing cold and thinking, sat this off, like whatever. And he goes, "Oh, can you play outfield?" And Steve's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "What?" So I'm literally like thinking, do not put me on. We're playing like Leeds or something. We're playing a decent team at the time.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, you don't dare put me on in this game. Up front.
Oh,
and I can see him talk.
James.
And they're talking in front of him. I'm listening to every word thinking, don't say yes. And he, yeah. So give me a shirt.
I'd be like that, doing stretches in front of them like.
They give me a shirt and my heart is just going. Do not put me. I'm not playing out on the field at this point for like 6 years. I'm not playing against Leeds United. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole other level. Anyway, it didn't happen. But
lucky.
I
Completely different levels. I played for Glasshoughton, and same sort of thing was. I think we was like 2-1 down or something like that. And no, it must have been 3-1. And injury happened. I was like the last one on the bench. It was like, you going up front. I was like, what? Like going up front? Like we know you're fit because you train like we watch you train. Just make a nuisance of yourself.
that old chestnut.
When you're like 6'4", like 6'5", and they put you up front, the centre backs think, he must be good this fight. You know what I mean? He looks like a striker. So you've got 5 minutes of baffling them.
Johnny Hartson coming on.
So put me up front, make a nuisance of myself. I think it was a melee in the 6-yard box. The other striker bangs it in. So I run in the back of the goal, pick the ball up, run back to the centre spot, put the ball down, and stand there. All our players go back. I'm just stood in the like. Their players walk up. I'm like, come on! And like everyone's looking at me. And he goes, what are you doing? So I'm taking the centre, taking the kick. And he went, oh, you've just scored. We take the kick. And I look around and like everybody's just looking at me like, what are you doing?
Well, it could have been worse. Could have took it for a goal kick or something.
Yeah,
Sure, I mean, like,
could have saved it. While I was there. No, I want to save it. No, so that was pretty embarrassing anyway. But no, I moved to another club the week after.
Living your learn, alright.
Yeah. Right. So what else we got? Oh, I'll tell you what we've got. We've got a nice little quiz for you. Right?
Quiz.
Top 10s. You'll know some of these. Top 10s. I'll have to hide it from you. Top 10s clean sheets Premiership history.
Go on.
Right. So see how many you can get.
I feel like I know this.
In the top 10. But we're gonna have a discussion afterwards. So I know there's one keeper on here that you'll start crying that he's not on it. But so top 10. Top clean sheets in the Premiership history.
Petr
Cech, yeah, easy. Petr Cech. Can we guess the number?
1.
No, all right. Yeah,
how many clean sheets?
Yes, he does play at number 1. And he's the first.
You see?
I mean, how many clean sheets? Sorry,
we'll
go for that one. Yeah, Petr Cech.
I'm going to go for a wild card.
We'll never get number 2.
Nigel Martin.
Nigel Martin's on there. Yes, he is. With 137 clean sheets.
Fraction of mine, that.
Fraction of mine, yeah.
Peach Michael?
No, he's not on there. I knew you'd cry about that.
What do you mean? Who wrote this?
He's number 11.
No, that's not. Someone's. So that's a typo.
He's number 11.
Definitely
Yeah,
a
but
typo.
some of his career wasn't in the Premiership, wasn't it? Before it was the Premiership. Wasn't it?
No, yeah. What? No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, he ain't that good then, is he?
Wow. If you're watching, Peter. That's ludicrous.
No, he's number 11. Go on. Peter Schmeichel.
David Seaman. Surely
David
not.
Seaman.
No.
Yeah, of course he is.
No. Tie this up.
Of course he is.
Don't move it. So
number 5.
David Seaman's at 5 and Peter Schmeichel's at 11.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
No one's writing
Foden.
it, are they? No, yeah. No one's writing it, are they?
Someone's wrote.
It's stats.
No,
statistics.
this has been written.
You can't argue with
It's
it.
just handwritten by someone with it.
Well, this is handwritten by me, but this is actually. Come on, next
What do
one.
you mean
You're
this
doing
is
well.
meant?
You're doing well.
No, my heart rate's not doing well though. This is ridiculous. There's no more goalkeepers left in the Premier League. Any current? No current.
No current. I tell you, the nearest one current will be Edison. He's, I think, 107 at the minute.
Oh, no, not for a minute. They're ranked 107.
No, sorry. He's got 107 at the minute, but let's say.
Okay, so we're going back in the day. Neville Southall?
No. Never Southall, no. Unbelievable keeper.
They're on Division 1.
So we get him as a guest, that'd be unbelievable.
That would be unbelievable. God,
Should we give? Let me give you. That's it. There's one you're missing off. There is not
obvious one.
He's not current. No, and you're going to kick yourself.
Wait, let me have a quick think. Quick run through.
And when he sees you next,
De Gea?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's he?
Number 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know.
The
Like we keep him.
147.
David James?
David James on now. Calamity James, number 2.
What a keeper. Absolute cat. That's Manuel Neuer stroke 2, that is. Only
We'll
put it in the
discuss
world.
this in a minute when we'll talk about percentages in a minute.
I'm thinking some mad ones now.
There's one you're missing. That very, very good. I tell you what, he bucks the trend of the tall keepers. And arguably,
No,
go on.
not Man United goalkeeper, is it?
No, not everything doesn't
Shea Given.
revolve around Manchester United.
Of course it does. Shea Given.
Shea Given, no, he just narrowly missed out, I think, as well. I think he was like 12th, 13th.
I feel like I'm missing some obvious ones. Just lack of sleep for you.
I thought, oh yeah. I thought you was like the Oracle goalkeeper.
I am the Oracle goalkeeper,
Yeah.
but my brain goes back to 2001.
2001. Yeah, aging it, that's what it is. Yeah, he's catching up on it. Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get. Oh, yeah, you've missed. Actually, you've missed 2. You missed 2 Man United keepers.
2? Van der Sar.
Van der Sar.
Really?
Yes, Van
Oh,
der
to spoil
Sar.
actually. Yeah, but when did he come to the Prem though?
That's how good he is. He
Serious?
was the best Man United goalkeeper, wasn't he? So,
No, he wasn't.
yes, he was.
Don't worry, Pete. I've got you. Wow. Van der Sar.
Van der Sar.
Who did you play
He's
for?
number 10.
Fulham United. Was that it?
No, who else did he play for?
Ajax, Fulham United.
Somebody else, I think.
In the Prem?
I can't remember.
No, I'm not having that. This list is a myth.
No, it's like it's from the Premiership, the actual Premiership website. I went on. There's one. To be fair, obviously, they're all unbelievable world class keepers.
Not Ben Foster, by it.
No, don't give it.
I love you, Ben, but come on, lad.
In the National Leagues.
Oh, another Man United one.
Yeah.
Wait, I've only had 3 keepers. De Gea, Van der Sar and Schmeichel.
Yeah, but you're cheating. You're trying to cheat there.
Nah, we never cheat.
Come on. Let's see what. There's one.
Right, I need a clue because the meds.
Right, I'll give you. You're missing a Liverpool keeper out.
Goalkeeper. Go on.
Oh, come on. You're kidding me, aren't you?
Go on.
Pepe Reina.
Really?
Yeah. Number 7 he was.
No way.
Yeah.
No, this list is so wrong.
No, it's
wrong.
just what it is.
Yeah, but how was Schmeichel 11th?
Because he wasn't as good as you thought he was.
Wow. That's crazy.
Still good. He's still unbelievable. But I still blame him for me getting dropped from Bradford City.
Yeah, that's fine, and it's probably the truth, but the fact of the matter is, there's no way Pepe Reina kept more clean sheets than Peter Schmeichel. It's impossible.
Well, he definitely did.
No, he didn't.
Right, come on. So you're missing one. Fulham. And he's number 3 with 151 clean sheets.
Fulham?
Yeah.
Go on.
You alright, mate?
Who?
Are you alright, mate?
I'm not, in a minute, no. Schmeichel's number 11.
Are you alright, mate? Did you get the clue?
Was that a clue?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Australian.
I thought
it was from Birmingham.
What someone was stuck in your throat? Go on.
Oh, come on.
Schwarzer?
Yes. Schwarzer, number 3.
Listen. Right, okay, just pause 1 second,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Just pause. Impossible.
Well, it's not.
No.
It's facts. It's
If you
actual
think this list,
facts.
if you think this list is actually right, you need to just let us know because impossible.
There's no if it's right or there is, or if it's right or wrong, but it's what it is. It's
Was this
cold,
list done by the same
hard
person who does
facts.
expected goals conceded?
No.
Because impossible.
Right, so you got Mark.
Mark
you're missing.
Schwarzer has more clean sheets.
You're missing 2 keepers.
No, there's not, I'm done now. Gary Cantona.
No, you're missing 2 keepers. USA.
Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Brad Friedel.
Brad Friedel. Boom! You did it. Well done.
That is the worst list I've ever heard in my
That
life.
is the list.
It's not the
right.
list.
Well, let's go through.
Was that clean sheets or goals conceded? Because
No, it's clean sheets.
you sure?
You're just mardy about Schmeichel, aren't you?
Yeah. Go on.
Right. So in them, we've got the percentages of who's best. Like how many games they played.
Yeah.
Who at the top at them is top of that?
Check.
Petr Cech is not.
No. Don't say something daft like Schwarzer, please.
No.
David James?
No. He's the worst. No, he's not the worst.
Right, tell me the 10. Tell me the 10.
Right,
So the 10 keepers in that list.
Right, Petr Cech, David James, Mark Schwartz, David De Gea, David Seaman, Nigel Martin, Pep Reina, Brad Friedel, Tim Howard, Van der Sar.
It's got to be Van der Sar over here, 100%.
Nope.
No.
Pep. What? Pepe Reina with 45.79%. Then it's Petr Cech, Van der Sar, and then it would have been Peter Schmeichel, but Van der Sar was better with a 42.81%. So facts don't lie, I'm afraid. Ryan.
This is crazy. My name is now Ryan. If that list is real, my name is now Ryan.
And the worst percentage on that is Brad Friedel.
Yeah, I mean, he's a class, but I think the teams he played in as well. Obviously, he never in a top team, was he?
No.
So
we were Spurs, but
yeah, that's what I mean.
No top team. Fair enough. Would you rather sign for your dream team, which would be
AFC Wimbledon, Man United?
Would it be AFC Wimbledon? Really?
Currently, yeah. I think it's about my level.
No, come on, seriously.
Sign
for any team in the world, who would it be?
United.
United, yeah. Right. Sign for any team in the world, but you never play a first team game. No. Always on the bench.
No. Scott Carson, is that you?
Or sign for a championships team, that mid-championship team, and play every game, every season.
Play every game every season. I mean, you're not really a Premier League goalkeeper if you're sat on the bench all season. No. So, play up championship.
Right, fair. But you get the money though, don't you? Money.
Well, I didn't add that bit in. In that case, championship.
Championship, yeah, fair enough. Me too. I would as well. Right, you get a free season. Would you rather? I don't know if it's a would you rather, but would you get a free season ticket for United? Right, but you have to free season ticket.
Yeah.
Every game, wherever in the world you can go.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be in Europe, will it, for a while?
Not for a long time now.
But you have to wear a full kit to every home game. Every game. Shin pads, socks, gloves.
If it can be a retro kit, i.e. the purple and black Schmeichel kit, with the socks.
Yeah, socks, shin pads.
Shinies as well.
Boots.
I'm 100%.
John Terry.
I would wear that out to a nightclub on a Saturday.
With your gloves on as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough. Well,
easy.
Yeah.
And I pull off.
I don't know if I would.
You look great in that. In fact, actually, if you had to do it, what kit would you wear to do that? Which one would it be?
What, for any team?
What team would it be, first of all?
I think it'd be like a retro England team.
That's a shout.
England.
Oh, but some of them England kits were... Do you remember was it Siemens one? And more?
That was the one I was thinking of. That one out.
Yeah, say
that grin on your face like seeing it.
Say no more.
Yeah. Would you rather look like Peter Beardsley?
Oh my, Pete.
But played like, I had supper with him 14 weeks ago.
So
would you look like Peter Beardsley but play like David De Gea?
Yeah.
Or would you look like David Beckham or Idris Elba?
Yeah.
But play like Taibbi?
Oh my God. It's got to be Peter Beardsley all day.
Peter Beardsley.
Listen, when you're a footballer, this is a very fact in life. I've never been a footballer, by the way. Yeah. When you're a footballer, don't know how he looks, is it really? Look at some of the wags and look at some of the footballers.
True.
So Peter Beardsley, right? Come, I think.
I think that's it. We flew through them, haven't we?
Smashed
too fast.
So good.
Right. So that's it for the first CSDL. Clean sheet, dirty laundry.
He's clipping shit.
Ad-libbing him.
I'm not saying that.
Ad-libbing.
I'm a bit.
That's it for the first Clean Sheet, Dirty Laundry podcast. Thanks for listening. We will be releasing a new episode or a fresh episode every Friday from now on. So that's a deal.
100%.
Yeah, we've got to do it, haven't we? So please subscribe or send this to another keeper that might like it, so you don't miss the next episode. It's goodbye from me, Gary from NWP Gloves, and goodbye from him.
And I've been Ryan.
He's been Ryan from Reflex Academy.
For half an hour.
He's been Craig from Reflex Academy. And remember, you don't have to be crazy to be a goalkeeper, but it helps.
He's got a slogan, I love it.
That's terrible.
God.